Oh, hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. How are you? Everybody is well. Happy weekend. What I want to talk about today, as you can see at the bottom there, the title is creativity. Creativity, I do believe, is one of the most important things for the future as a skill. And when I sometimes I hear someone say they are not creative, it's like as if creativity is kind of a rare quality given solely to a small group of people. And I do believe that's too narrow a way of thinking about creativity. And when we say the word creativity, people think that creativity is producing a work of art, but it's not. In fact, creativity, it exists among different people in every department. It exists across job functions and across different levels. And if you think about, in a workplace environment, creativity happens anytime an employee thinks of a new way to solve a problem. This problem could be improving their customer service experience in some way or another, maybe by streamlining a complex internal process. So it is clear that creativity, it is not just needed in some departments within a company. I do believe that it is a necessity for all, especially in the challenging business environment we currently live, where entrepreneurs, business owners, leaders, and frontline employees need to be creative in solving problems, in communicating, in selling. So, according to the World Economic Forum, WEF, according to a report, they do believe that creativity will be one of the most important skills for employees by 2025, behind complex problem solving and critical thinking. If I remember well, in the report, which I read a few months ago, they said something like, with an avalanche, of new products, new technologies, automation, and new ways of working, workers are going to have to become more creative in order to benefit from these changes. And there was another research also by LinkedIn. It found that the top skills companies need is one of them is creativity. Therefore, we as humans, we need to move up the value chain and carry out more thoughtful, creative work. Because automation is also forecasted to eliminate many repetitive jobs. Therefore, we humans, from an employee perspective, I do believe, from a leader, manager perspective, from a business owner or entrepreneur perspective, we have to move up the value chain in order to carry out more thoughtful, creative, productive work in a new way. Because we are entering the skills economy. A lot of people need reskilling, a lot of people need retraining to adapt into the new working environment, into the new normal, not only due to COVID, but also due to technology. And when I coach companies, when I coach entrepreneurs, leaders, business owners, all of them, I would say 8 out of 10, they are looking, they say that they are looking to grow, and they must tap into creativity as soon as possible. Because I do believe, and they do believe, that it will become essential to driving business forward, especially in the challenging economic environment that we live in, and the business environment will be challenging in 2021 as well. For example, creative problem-solving skills will enable teams to generate innovation in the workplace in various of ways, whether it's finding new approaches to problems, customer service, new ways to sell to customers, developing maybe a new product or a service, finding a new niche, in the market, or even improving existing processes. Therefore, creativity, I believe, that will enable employees to devise ways to address, their customers' biggest challenges. And at the same time, obviously, creativity can also improve to cut costs and to eliminate repetitive tasks. Because technology will take some of those repetitive tasks away from employees. You go to the airport nowadays, if you go to the airport, you go to Singapore airport, and you want to check in your luggage, and you want to pass immigration, you don't communicate to a single human being. You don't need to. You can leave your luggage, you scan your passport or your IC, you get the sticker, you put it in your luggage, and off your luggage goes. You scan your passport, you get your ticket. If you don't have it on your phone, then you go through immigration, you scan your phone or you scan your passport, the gate opens, and off you go. And you don't interact with any human being up until the time that you reach the aircraft. So automation and technology has already cut some of those jobs. Therefore, humans, in order to increase our value chain and what we supply into the work environment, we need to move up. We need to improve our skills, and creativity is one of them. But creativity doesn't just mean be an artist and paint. Creativity as an employee and in the business world means thinking outside the box to maybe cut costs, to improve customer service, to improve sales in the way you communicate with people, to create new procedures that will help you, will help the company, will help the employee, will help the stakeholders, will give value to the shareholders. So there is a link, if you think about it, because between creativity and innovation. Therefore, I do believe that companies and employees, we all need to rethink what it means to be creative. And I do believe that every employee in every department can benefit from the power of being more engaged, of the power of being more productive, and to ultimately help business move forward in this challenging time. And at the base level, right, companies can make sure that the workplace is set up in such a way that encourages collaboration, encourages innovation, encourages creativity. And there are some ways to do it, and with my experience, I would like to share with you today 3 or 4. The first thing that I think you should do as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, or as a leader when it comes to creativity is to free up these mental constraints that some of you people have through technology and automation. So as a business leader, it is your choice to give employees space and time so they can focus on higher value work, like spending time with customers, for example. So rather than having companies now, they don't like robots. What do I mean? You cannot afford anymore to be a robot employee. What is a robot employee? You go to work, you do your work 9 to 5, you go home. It's not going to happen anymore. Because if you do this, you know what? You will be replaced by robots. And you know what? A robot doesn't take a break for lunch. A robot doesn't work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. A robot works Monday to Monday, 24/7, including Christmas, including Ramadan, including weekends. So as an employee, I do think it is extremely important to become more creative. And as an employer, as a boss, as an entrepreneur, it is your choice to give employees space and time and resources and the right environment so they can focus on higher value work. like spending time with customers, for example, to learn more about their pain points so they can sell more. Maybe they can design a new thinking approach, or they can design a product, or they can streamline a sales process. So I do suggest, if you are an entrepreneur, a business leader, give time and space to your people to become more creative. And if you are an employee, you need to become more creative in order to increase your value as an employee to the company. A lot of frontline simple tasks will be automated. So you need to think of the future today. So my first point is that as an employer, give your time, space, and time. Give your people, give your employees space and time so they can focus on higher value work. The second thing that you can do is to try to create a psychological net for employees to take risks. Okay, calculated risk. I don't mean, okay, think innovative and then your employee goes and spends without approval 2 million on marketing. No, but your employees, they need to hear that it's okay to be creative, even if they fail in calculated risks, right? So within limits. So having that psychological safety net helps your employees' brain. So create that psychological safety net for employees by telling them it's okay to take a calculated risk, think creative, think outside the box. And how do you do that? And my third point is to maybe implement programs that encourage creativity. I'm actually thinking of doing this next week to my staff. I'm going to give them 10% free time program. Every week, employees, they can use 10% of their time to work outside their tasks on a project of their choice to develop an idea that is going to benefit the company. So this time will allow for brainstorming ideas. It will engage employees outside their daily tasks and connect them to colleagues maybe they might not otherwise work with because different departments. But they can collaborate. And I think that is a great way if you're working remotely and if your people are working remotely. Give them 10-20% from their time, from the usual tasks, and tell them, listen, every day you have 1 hour, okay, to think on a project of your choice, to develop a competency, for example, that is tied to a company goal. Maybe you have a new idea of creating a new product that we can sell to customers. Maybe you have an idea of we can have a different sales approach. Take it as a project, develop it into an Excel file from A to Z, and come and present it to us in a month's time. So you can implement that product that encourages creativity. And the last thing that I suggest we can all do is once we implement that product, the 10-20% time of free time program for people to think and to develop a project on their own, is to foster, to create an environment where creativity is not only recognized, but also rewarded. So I'm going to start, after I do this, a monthly meeting where I'm going to consistently spotlight team members who are working cross-functional on challenging problems, okay, as well as having individual team members who have made good use of the 20% free time. And I'm going to financially reward them with a bonus at the end of the month. And when you reward employees like this, it makes them see you as somebody who is serious about what you tell them about creativity, right? And if you think about it, for creativity to develop, for creativity to flourish in all departments, people need to step outside their usual daily responsibilities. New solutions don't come out of thin air. You cannot just blow your hand and new solution will come. First of all, you need to think, and then you need to come up with you need to come up with a process. And maybe you have to work with people who work in different departments and different functions and maybe have different ways of thinking. So therefore, as an employee, you can step out of your day-to-day business as usual mindset task to approach customer problems, customer challenges in new ways. So let me give you an example. How can a sales team be more creative? Okay. Sales team, right? Salespeople, where are they? Salespeople are at the forefront, at the front line interacting with customers and prospects. Therefore, they have valuable insight into how best to cater to those customer needs. Therefore, we need to give our ears, we need to lend our ears to those sales teams. Therefore, I do suggest to give sales teams, to give sales reps more time to engage with customers by reducing the amount of time they spend behind the scenes, just preparing deals. And if you want to use technology, maybe a streamlined customer management software, we can help sales reps to more easily research and vet and qualify and vet prospects, and then we can help them record their work on that centralized platform like a good CRM. And when they no longer have to do repetitive work, right, when they can just enter data there, our reps will have more time to engage with prospects and customers, listen to their issue, and in a way flex their creative muscles to try to problem solve. Therefore, those conversations may turn into new opportunities for your business to work closer with the client, and at the end of the day, the company will benefit bottom line, right? Therefore, we need to empower our teams with authority, permission, up to a point, right, in order to create, to think creative. So the way we operate is going to change. Technology will take away a lot of front line, tasks. Therefore, here, there is a challenge for employees for the near future, starting from today, because you need to increase your value. You need to move up the value chain by becoming more creative, by thinking outside the box, because the future employee is not going to be customer service, check-in, check-out. Check-in, check-out employees, unfortunately, they will be replaced by automation. Maybe in a couple of years, we go supermarkets, we will not see check-in, check-out people. We will check out the products ourselves, scan with a code, we will touch our phone, we'll pay, the door will open, everything will be dropped in a bag, the door will open, we'll go home. Same for airport. So the world is changing. Therefore, creativity is going to be one of those important skills, as well as emotional intelligence, as well as communication, as well as adaptability, as well as resilience. Creativity, it is one of the most important skills of the future. Thank you for listening. Have a fantastic Saturday. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to hit the gym now. It is 6:30 at my end. Now where I live, the gym is closed for an hour. It's going to open in 25 minutes. They close. They open 2-3 hours. They close 1 hour for cleaning and everything. And I will see you soon. Be creative. Bye-bye. See you soon. Bye-bye.